Welcome back, folks, to Han Took Shots First. I almost said Bad Movies, Worst People.
I heard it.
I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
And I'm guest Whitney.
And this week we are talking about Chapter 14, The Tragedy.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, we have a guest with us today.
Hi,
Whitney
guys.
from the Bad Movies, Worst People podcast. 1/3 of said podcast, I hear.
Yeah. You got my husband, whom I absolutely adore, and then his husband is also on it. It's just a lot of fun. I laugh the whole time. I don't fall asleep or lose track of time.
Or the conversation.
Glowing endorsement for your podcast.
And right up top, before I get into everything, remember, guys, Bad Movies, Worst People. That's the feed you want to subscribe to, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever, to continue getting these episodes, because once Season 2 concludes, which is only 2 more episodes after this,
That's it.
I will be switching everything over to that feed to make my life slightly easier. So you can
Please.
follow it there.
Please follow there, because I would like to have a little bit of time with my husband.
Well, and his life easier means more content for you if you're going to be selfish about it.
Yeah. Do you think I'm going to spend more time with you? I'm going to do more work. I'm going to replace that work with other work.
He's not wrong, guys. Expect another tier coming to Patreon shortly.
Maybe it's just a free show. What do I do? What do I know?
Because when you start a podcast, you buy a job.
Yep. I bought it. So this week we're talking again, like I said, about Chapter 14, The Tragedy, directed by Robert Rodriguez, as we
Bobby
mentioned
Rod,
last
dude.
week.
Derek, give me
of-
some of your favorite Bobby Rods.
Okay. From Dusk Till Dawn,
Yeah.
Ooh.
El Mariachi, Desperado, Sin City, The Faculty, Alita Battle Angel, Planet Terror, other movies that aren't good. Those are all the
But
good
those are the ones you like, though.
Yeah.
That's
love
what
the
I want
guy.
to celebrate. I want to celebrate his goodness.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate his goodness.
I mean, there's stuff he's done that we will have to talk about on our Bad Movies, Worst People show, or on Whitney's Bad Movies, Worst People show. Let's stick with the bit, guys. Like, he did a movie 2 or 3 years ago called Hypnotic with Ben Affleck that is hot trash. We did, like, I don't know, at least 4 Spy Kids movies. So we got some stuff.
Have you like hold on, not to like try and defend that, but have you ever seen any?
Yes.
I have seen the first 2 Spy Kids movies.
Okay. Because I have not seen any, so I really can't talk shit, because if I was a parent, I'd be looking for anything to watch that isn't Paw Patrol, I'm sure.
I took my brother and
Paw
his
Patrol
friend.
didn't exist when I was a parent.
I took my
Oh.
brother and his friend to go see one of the first Spy Kids, I think. First or second one. I think it was the first one.
I don't know. I took Zoe.
It still has a
No, I didn't. We watched it.
miniature werewolf kid in it. I don't know how many
It
of
has
those he
a
was in.
very Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
No, that's Shark.
Oh, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Also Robert Rodriguez.
Bobby Rod.
So that's the one I saw in theaters,
Yeah,
not Spy Kids.
correct.
What's the difference, though? They're all shot in his garage.
sure a lot,
which is
but I don't
painted
know.
green, and then they just CG everything in.
And one of them has Antonio Banderas.
That would be Spy Kids.
But also Antonio Banderas in Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is one I have to revisit. But I know Desperado is great. I remember liking Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I hear it's
I remember
not.
not.
Good. I
I'll
haven't
watch it
seen
with you.
in many moons.
I'll watch it with you for not an episode if you want, because I remember hating it when it came out, because Desperado at the time was one of my favorite movies.
Well, that was around the time he started leaning into the Rodriguez-ness of his directing, so it's a little over the top and campy for some people, but I enjoyed it, but I
Yeah.
also enjoy camp. So
Hey, we're okay to have difference of opinions.
Plus, Johnny Depp
you
gets
like
his
me,
eyes-
I don't.
Depp gets his eyes scooped out, and that's pretty sweet.
That's always cool.
Yeah.
Always cool.
So this episode aired December 4th of 2020.
Do you remember where you
Almost
were December
Christmas.
4th of 2020?
Almost COVID miss.
Yeah. You know what, though? I could say this before it was COVID times. I was probably at home. Or a bar.
I was roughly 2 months away from finally getting COVID.
Yep.
Nice.
It was awful.
I know. We had
Man, I don't remember my date when I got it. You
for
never remember your
Thanksgiving.
first.
We had I found a brother, and he came to visit with his kids, and we had a big ol' Friendsgiving. My surprise birthday party. We had 50
Yeah, we were
people
in
here?
Arizona. We were breaking all the quarantine rules.
Oh, we're not like Florida though.
No.
Well, no, we weren't
He
just like
had
spitting in
masks
each other's
available.
mouths.
I licked Classy Alcoholic.
I had masks out. I had hand sanitizer everywhere. We told everybody this is a party, but don't if you don't want to
We
come,
want you to be
feel
comfortable.
fine. It's not like don't feel bad if you don't come. That kind of stuff.
I took
I always feel
COVID
bad
as
if I
a
don't
chance.
come.
Not me.
I usually feel bad if you don't come too.
I took COVID as a chance, just like, yep, can't be around you guys. Sorry, government rules, man. Not once
No
in my
touching.
life have I ever listened to the government except when it said don't hug people. I was like, they're on to something.
That would have been me if I wasn't married to the most social person on the planet, who after Papa Government was like, you can't talk to people, be around them, or touch them. She was like, I have to socialize. So
Yeah, I mean, that's you on a
I've
day-to-day,
always
by
been
the
this
way.
way.
But it
That's
was
you on a
even
day-to-day.
Yeah.
But when somebody tells you you can't, it's all you fucking want.
Yeah. I learned the hug that I give you, Jack, is where you just put the back to back and then you kind of like shimmy, 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 shimmy.
It's just so the audience knows it's not a hug by anybody's standards but mine.
it's human contact.
It's human,
human
contact, and that's what I
contact.
needed.
So this one is back to being written by Jon Favreau. So that last episode that was written by Dave Filoni, at least so far, is the only one in this season that Jon Favreau wasn't the credited writer on.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the last episode, that's Filoni's baby. The things that he
Filoni's
writes the
Filoni.
best about, he created Ahsoka Tano, and he has a very big interest in Mandalorian culture, which we're going to see here and mostly next season.
Speaking of knowing too much about Star Wars, I read
Who's
a
he
thing
talking to?
I read a thing in the IMDb trivia where I was like, dude, go outside, touch grass, do anything. There's a thing here that says Fennec Shan counts to 2 in basic when she's trying to dislodge a large boulder. Basic, for those who don't know, is English. This person goes on to say, in Arabash, it would be Arik Besh for 1-2. In Huttese, it would be Nobo, Bo. In Bachi, it would be Wan Zvu. And in Mandoa, it would be Solus Tad.
Okay, why
God,
does this person have that much time on their hands?
Get a life. I mean, like, these are things that you don't. If
Get
you
your
didn't,
dick sucked.
even if you don't know that, touch it yourself. Even if you don't know this, like, as normal information, it's easy enough to look up. But Whitney just said, like, who has the time? What are you doing? Just sitting there looking up all the languages? Get a fucking girlfriend or boyfriend, please.
I will say it was like 71 people found it interesting, but it was out of like 130. So there were people who were like, hey, that's cool. But almost as many that were like, get outside,
Get a life.
Look at a cloud, touch the grass, say hello to your neighbor before you kill yourself in your basement.
Find a proper forum. Don't go on IMDb. Find you a fucking chat room. We find like-minded nerds. That's great.
We don't have our friend the classy alcoholic on this episode, but he would have already told this person to kill themselves, which is not something we condone. However, he would have said it.
It would have been said, quoted, he would tell you to get a passport and some pussy.
I have another fun fact for you guys. So I mentioned Robert Rodriguez directed From Dusk Till Dawn, which is a
Yeah.
fantastic movie written by Quentin Tarantino,
Acted by Tom Savini.
acted by a lot of great people. Tom Savini's got that little bullet dick. It's great.
Sex Machine.
However, Robert Rodriguez wrote at least one of the sequels for From Dusk Till Dawn, which was From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter.
We watched the
which-
trailer for that.
which also
Did we?
starred Tamora Morrison. So this is not the first time they have collaborated.
Fucking Tams. I love me some Tams. Like my Michael Jackson dance moves.
So at the beginning of this one, we're back on the ship. Seems how we usually start these, and this is what I was talking about last week. Mando is just having a great time with knowing Grogu's name.
Yes.
Because he just like looks over, he's like, Grogu, what? And he laughs, and he looks away again. He's like, Hey, Grogu. Huh? Dang, Ferric. And he gets all excited.
Dang, Ferric, he knows his Ferric name.
Oh, that's because he takes the ball and he goes, Dink Ferric. And then Grogu thinks he's in trouble and drops the ball.
Yeah, he's just, it's an excited, it's like being, oh, shit. Instead
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a motherfucker instead of motherfucker.
Mother.
But he assures him, he's like, oh, no, you're okay. It's got to be hard.
Ferric.
It's got to be hard for, I guess not, because he's more of an empath. Grogu is more of an empath, right? He can feel your emotions and hear your words, but he can't see your facial expressions at all.
Yeah.
And that's got to be.
But you can
hot.
see, we saw it
But I
in
think he
last
might have a
week's
better
episode.
understanding.
We didn't really touch on it, but like when he's having the moment with Mando, when Mando pulls out the shifter knob and has the baby pull it to him and all that stuff. There's a moment of him looking at the mask because he's looking at Ahsoka and he's got the ears down and he looks worried. He looks at the mask and his ears are up, and even though he's not doing what he says right away, even the
He's
mask
more-
is like he understands this is my guy.
He thinks the mask is part of his face.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, he's never
I mean,
seen
it
any
technically
different.
is.
He's seen him lift it to drink because we've seen them do that together, or like I think he was sipping soup, but like
Yeah.
he's like that's what his head looks like. I don't know.
Do you think he takes
It's-
it off to poop?
No.
I mean, the refresher closet has a door, so, or at least a curtain. He's got like a shower curtain, I think.
This guy takes this off for nothing.
He takes it off anytime he's alone. He's like, oh God, the air feels so good on my flesh.
No, you can't get used to it. You got to make like a once a year thing.
Back to being bottled up. This is the way.
This is the way. Oh my God, I hate being on Tatooine.
But I like when he's like telling him like, hey, so we're going to go find you these Jedi. We're going to go to this planet. You're going to go to the big magic rock. You're going to find someone who can help you. But hey, you have to go with them if they decide they're going to train you, okay? Like, it'll be okay. You can go with them.
You can
But
leave
it's-
me.
It's one of those things that's more like, is he trying to convince Grogu?
He's trying to convince himself, dude.
Yeah, or himself. So,
Could be himself.
You know, it's like it's a little bit of both, I'm sure. But he's attached to this little monster at this point.
He is. You think of how
Monster.
fast you got attached to Zoe.
Oh, that's just how I.
That's why he
refer
called
to,
Grogu a little monster.
Well, that's how I refer to any young baby child. It's not just because this guy's green and has elf ears or whatever. It's because he's a baby, so he's a monster.
100% didn't think that's what you were doing.
No, yeah, they're not human. Like human babies aren't human.
Was
until
Zoe
they're like,
human when you met her?
Oh, almost.
She's almost there.
She actually just became officially human recently.
Yeah.
18 years old.
Paying taxes.
I don't know what it is for
Yep.
Grogu's age, like Grogu's race, because he's 50 and he's still like a 3-year-old. So
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna say like 100, maybe
900 is like a
150 or
100-year-old?
225 maybe is when he becomes like an actual like living
Teenager?
creature and not a demon.
But you got to wonder, is he so far
Okay.
back because he turned all of his fucking force powers off to hide and survive? Like maybe he's regressed himself by doing that.
Well, no, I mean, what's? I
'Cause
can't
what
do
is-
basic math?
Yoda says something about training younglings for a certain amount of time, which means that like Grogu should be training people soon. Either Yoda's exaggerating,
but his
which is a
species gotta be
possibility.
different.
It's the same species.
No, like he's a different species than other younglings. So.
Grogu, I'm talking about Grogu and Yoda.
Oh yeah, they're obviously the same species.
Yoda
We'll
was
never find out
saying-
what they're called.
So I did some.
We already made it
math.
up. It's called Yodels.
I did some quick math. I'm not going to explain it because it's probably wrong. But at 50, based on like a human lifespan,
He's 3.
He's about the age of almost just about 4 years old. So he would need to be. Because I did the average human age of like 75 is what I threw in there, even though it's way up now, which is unfortunate. But like, he would need to be like 200 years old at least, probably, before he starts training anybody.
Yeah.
Which puts Yoda's statement a little off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make him like 16. How long did Yoda say he'd been training people?
I don't know.
400 years.
More than that.
Well, he's
600
950-ish when he dies, right?
900.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a little higher.
When 900 years old you are, look this good you will not.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But like either way, he's got a few hundred years to go before he's old enough to take the reins.
Yeah, or drive.
About 200 years old, you can get your driver's license. But I
When
want to
you're
go to the
250,
arcade
you can buy
now.
spotchka.
Hopefully they have a better age than 21, because that's just ridiculous. You can enlist in the Imperial Army, but you can't buy some spotchka. It's freaking-
Well, I don't
No,
know
only
if you know,
America's like that.
if you get drafted when you're under 21, you can drink legally.
really? You can't buy it from me.
wartime.
In Texas, you can.
Now
if
is that
you
a
were-
guardian?
Yeah, you have to have a guardian. But like
Same
you're,
with
So if you,
Wisconsin.
If
if you
you're-
go in with the Mandalorian, they'll let you buy some booze.
yeah, he has to purchase it and then give it to you.
Hi, I'm this 50-year-old you see here. I'm his 30-year-old father. So we need booze.
But so they get to Tython. I like how he circles this little, like, the magic rock, as he calls it. And he's like, there's nowhere to land, so we're going to have to do this last stretch with the windows down.
What do you mean?
And we get a jetpack zoomy zoom scene, and with the little puppet just being like, "Rrrr." He loves some fucking window down action.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Windows down, murder up. That's the way he likes to calm down. He's only 50.
Think of Candy with her head out the window.
Exactly. It's just like a dog. Like I like feeling my ears go flop 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 flop. So he gets to the rock and he's like, "So does this look Jedi to you?" Baby's like, "Meh."
Sorry, I only understand when you say Grogu.
I understand one word. I understand your tone most of the time. Right now, you sound confused.
But it's also great. Does this look like Jedi to you?
I wish you would have said Jedi.
Is it, yeah. Does this look Jedi-y to you?
I love that. Like, he's sitting on the rock and he's like talking to the butterflies. In my mind, he's talking to the butterflies.
In my mind, he's trying to eat them.
But Mando doesn't get it, and he's just like, "What is happening?" Da-da-da. And I'm like, "No, he's having a conversation with everything." Because the second that Mando stops, he goes, "Okay," and then he listened to the butterflies.
I think it's a combination of both of your guys' thoughts. He is talking to them, but he's like,
Also
"I'm
wants
not going to eat you. Land on my finger."
Right here. I got a spot for you to land.
But yeah, he puts him on the seeing stone, and he's like, "So, you
Do you see
seeing
anything?"
something, or does it show you something?" I don't really know how this works.
Do you do the hand thing?
And then he notices the Slave One approaching. We're gonna call it
Oh,
that.
sorry. Formerly known as Slave One. No, I'm going to
don't
continue to
care.
call it the Slave One.
It looks
but-
like an elephant face.
It's based off of a blow dryer.
But
I'm pretty
what's it
sure
called
that's
now?
Or a
the
cod piece.
Fire blaster.
The fire spray,
Yeah.
which is the make of the ship. Like
Okay.
in old legends, the Slave One is a fire spray. It was a policing military ship that Jango Fett stole, and it was a prototype. He stole it, and he stole the plans from it. So there was not a lot of people that had this ship. They later tried to recreate it a little bit, but like it just never caught popularity. Disney just didn't want anything called the Slave One. Doesn't mean that
Even
he
though
had slaves, and also he probably fucking did, or he was involved
but-
in slave trading.
Well, yeah, exactly. He was.
But he's a slave to his money. That's what it is. He's a slave to the bounty.
Well,
That's
he,
what I
he
always
was
took it
a
at.
he was a quote unquote bounty hunter, which mostly meant capturing escaped slaves. I'm sure.
For the Hutts.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, not exclusively, but I mean, if you're working for the Hutts, you've done some shit. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But like, I like that Disney's like, we don't want to call the ship the Slave One. There's still slavery in Star Wars, though. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of
we
it.
Can't
Everybody
call it
has
that.
slaves.
We can't call it that. But do you remember I think they took it off of the new Boba Fett armor we see here, but he has the hair, the braids. Those are Wookiee braids, dude. Like this motherfucker used to fight. That's the cool thing about. See, I don't see him. They'd be on. I
you know
want to
what?
say his.
There's actually a good explanation for why it wouldn't be there. In the special features on the disc, it's probably part of the Disney Plus special feature.
because
thing,
it's
too.
fucking bio stuff. It would have gotten eaten by the Sarlacc
Yeah.
pit.
Everything in the Sarlacc pit, because they were like, okay, so we know we're bringing Boba Fett back. How do you survive the Sarlacc pit? Well, the Beskar would survive, but any of the non-Beskar organic material, the cloth, everything like that, would be dissolved.
That's a good
The
fucking
hair.
reason. That's a
So-
good fucking reason.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, like, it was so good. What made Boba Fett so cool was because he was perfectly neutral, kinda. You know,
Whatever,
like
whoever paid him, he would do the job.
Yeah.
I would say he was like not even quite chaotic neutral, chaotic evil maybe, because he did what was good for him, but he liked doing bad things.
he was okay with it, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably liked it. Because why would you wear a trophy of Wookiees if you didn't like it a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
I've
Or was
always
it
said that
intimidation
I'm-
factor?
I've always said that I'm chaotic neutral. I might be closer to evil.
We know.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Blink if you need help, Derek.
Don't you fucking blink. Why did your screen just blink?
Ow.
Either Derek froze or he's trying not to die.
Yes. But so Grogu, who we now know as Grogu, is in his little force meditation thing in this little tube of light behind Mando on this picture, and
It's called an
slave one comes
Ethernet.
the slave one comes in, and Mando's like, "All right, we got to get the fuck out of." Oh, of course, now you're fucking doing the magic.
He does this
stone
like
thingy.
3 times though, where he's like, "Let me go try and get the baby." Whoa!
Well,
It's,
you
like,
notice
blown
each
away.
time it's stronger. The first time he almost reaches him. The second time he gets his hands into the light pyre here, and the last time he's like struggling to even get over there, and he doesn't even get within maybe 5 or 6 feet, and he gets blasted back.
It's just a funny thing. It's like, maybe this time I'll get it. I know it's been getting worse for me, but maybe this time.
I still think he should have just stayed up there the whole time and not have gone down.
And now
He needed so now he's got another ship coming in on his unguarded ship. So as we see later, this could have easily Slave 1 could have Slave. The Slave 1 could have come over and just fucking blown the shit out of the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
well, and
So he's like, I got to get back there.
I said
we
this to
also-
Whitney. I was like, this is Star Wars. Why did he walk away? He had the high ground, but he hasn't seen those movies, so he doesn't know.
He's a foundling, dude. He didn't grow up with those stories. But we also
They didn't
we
even
do
have
need,
a VCR in his house.
we also really need a reason to get his jetpack off. Otherwise, he's
Yeah.
going to follow these dark troopers. So, like, watching this, I get it, but it's a little transparent. It's like we're trying really hard to get his jetpack off.
Well, and that is one of the sillier things. Like, so he goes down, he meets Boba Fett, Tamora Morrison.
Fennec
And-
Shand is playing sniper. He doesn't know that yet, but she's up there playing Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like,
Drop your weapon, and if I see a muzzle flash from her, you're both fucking dead. My Beskar is gonna. I'm the one wearing Beskar. I'll survive. I got
Yeah,
fucking.
gun's
I
not
got
pointed at
whistling
you.
birds in this. I got a gun in this hand, and yeah, gun's not pointed at you. Oh shit. Okay, well that's my weakness.
and even though he knows the little light tunnel repels him, he doesn't know if it will stop a laser blast.
I'm not.
But
gonna
that's
risk
when
it.
he does engage his little
Did you say laser
Well,
blast?
whistling
Laser
bitches.
blast, the best movie.
Those little whistling bitches. And then that's when
Whistling bitches.
Boba Fett is like, put that shit down.
Oh, well, he's like, hey, everybody calm the fuck down. Literally, I just want the armor. And Mando's
It's
like,
mine.
you're going to have to peel it off my cold, dead fucking body. And he's like, no, not that armor. My armor. I was like, are you Mandalorian? And then going back to episode 2, I'm just a simple man making my way through the galaxy.
And it goes like we talked about it on another episode before when it's here. Whether Jango Fett is a Mandalorian or not is up for debate. Because
Yeah.
some people say he stole his armor. Other people say he was a foundling.
Well, so according to this, so at least according to the story he's told his son,
Yeah.
he was a foundling. Because that's what we find out later on once he gets the spoiler alert. I mean, I already showed the fucking chapter 14 thing, so you can see it there. But
Yeah.
he gets the Boba Fett armor. He shows him the
shows
chain
us-
code, and he's
yeah.
like, this was given to my father by your forebears. And he's like, oh, you were a foundling. So, I mean, it's in the chain code. It's whatever.
Yep.
So,
So the reason I say, but it depends on who you ask, is because there are so many. Here's the problem: there's so many sects and like cultists of Mandalorian. Sects with a T. The people that killed Jango Fett's, whatever the reverse of a foundling is, father, sponsor, they were called the true Mandalorians. So they don't believe in foundlings. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, there's just so many different rules and groups where even when Mando meets the Night Owls, he's like, whoa, you just took your helmet off. You're not real Mandalorians. Night Owls consider themselves pretty fucking real Mandalorians.
They're just not. What is it? It's the
Children of the Watch.
Children of the Watch, yeah.
Yeah, but they're the fucking Orthodox version, like the super crazy.
Oh,
zealots.
that would be the zealots. Like
so
that.
Mando's
say,
actually
but-
part of the zealot.
But you're kind of
family.
onto something. It's the sense that like Christianity has so many different offshoots, but you all disagree on one minor thing. It's like, oh, I don't believe in A, they believe in B, this guy believes in C. So no, we're similar. We don't get along.
But it's the same basic religion. It's just
Yeah.
the stupid little details.
You keep your helmet on. I fucking dress in blue. This guy doesn't believe in adoption. This guy anti-vaxxes. His clan's not gonna be around long.
In this case, though, this would be the truth for this, at least, because he says, like, oh, my father was a foundling. The Children of the Watch do believe in foundlings, obviously.
They
'cause
for sure do.
That's how they expand their numbers. So when Mando sees that, he's like, all right, cool, then that's your armor. Maybe you're not a Mandalorian, but your father was. That was his armor. Now it's your armor. I think that's
It's
kind of
also
what we get at the
complicated
end.
because how do you think Din Djarin would react if he's like, it's not my father, it's my donor. Like, I'm a clone of him. How do you think Din Djarin would react?
I don't know, because I don't know. I mean, they found the clone thing in that one episode, and they seemed shocked by it. So I guess it's not very widespread. I was like, I don't know how widespread the knowledge of cloning is, other than the Clone Wars, obviously.
And the
like,
Clone Wars were all ones that died out really quick because they had the age advancement thing. Boba Fett's unaltered, obviously, so he's not dealing with that. But I just wonder how Din Djarin is it my dad's armor or is it my armor? It's actually kind of my armor because we are 99.9% genetically matched.
Exactly.
I mean, he didn't seem phased by the fact they found clones, other than the fact that it was supposed to be an abandoned like forward base in that one episode. Was that episode 12 or chapter 12? So, like, I don't think he cares about that. It'd be like, well, that guy raised you and he gave you his armor. Because, I mean, in this case, he's raising Grogu and it's not his kid, so.
I mean,
and he does get little tiny fucking Beskar armor eventually.
He does get some chainmail.
But yeah, so they have the standoff there. Fennec's up there, and he recognized her by her voice immediately. He hasn't even turned and seen the helmet yet.
Buddy.
No, I'm sorry. I've been sexually attracted to you ever since we met. Your voice has not left my head. So
she's like, it's understandable. Have you seen me?
I've seen me. I love me.
Oh, give me some Agent May.
I'm even better now with this robot torso that I have going on. Apparently,
You should see how I can twerk it.
So
You can't see me doing it.
when
I
Jack
could
gets
grind you.
mad in a few episodes when we're talking about Boba Fett and we've got all these guys with their modifications and stuff. Fennec Shand has her entire insides middle replaced
it's
by
necessary.
and it's still exposed. All she has it covered by is leather on her armor.
Yeah,
it's not like it's totally inside of her. It's not
it's
like
a
it's covered.
necessary.
It's 100% inside of her.
But
Much
it's
like
open
Luke
to the
Skywalker
world.
in episode 6 with his fake hand. It's not the
different.
entire thing
That's
and sticking
different
out.
because
He
that's
doesn't-
covered.
He
Yeah, so
doesn't
is
look
hers.
like the Monopoly Man is visiting Tron.
Hers is only covered by clothing. His is covered by fake hand goo.
His is covered
Until it
by
gets shot.
clothing also.
No, he's got
Anakin's
a-
is covered by clothing.
He's wearing a glove the whole time.
Anakin has a glove and he takes it off and there's a robot hand.
You're both right and you're both wrong because Luke Skywalker puts on a glove in episode 6 after it gets shot on Jabba's barge.
But before it gets shot, he has
Hand
fake
goop.
flesh. It
Yeah.
looks like real flesh.
That's why
All
you're
I'm
both
saying
right.
is Fennec Shand is walking around with these modifications coming out of her gut from the same guy, if I remember right, who
Yeah.
does all those mods on the fucking Wolverine kids that are
Yeah,
in their
but
fucking scooters.
This
So-
time he wasn't all fucking yacked out on death sticks and he put it inside of her body instead
Ooh,
of
death
taping
sticks?
a kaleidoscope to a dude's eye.
I've met black market modders. They're called tattoo artists in our world. A lot of them are yacked out on death sticks all the time.
All right, that's
What is
fair.
a death dick?
Death sticks. Not death dicks.
Oh.
Death sticks is the equivalent of drugs and or cigarettes in Star Wars.
Yeah,
no one knows.
Question mark.
But yeah, so but either way, we'll yell about Boba Fett when we get to Boba Fett. Be prepared for 7 or at least 4 like 2-hour-long episodes.
Yeah,
I think
for
the last 3 are all just Mando season 2.5.
Hashtag fuck the mod squad.
Yeah.
Hashtag I want
Derek
one of them
loved
blue
them.
scooters.
I remember Derek loved the Mod Squad.
Dude, give me
Because he's a
blue...
Power Rangers fan. Why wouldn't he love
No,
it?
I've wanted a hover vehicle ever since I saw Back to the Future.
This is true.
Cool. Star Wars barely believes in wheels. There's so many cooler hover fucking vehicles than this Vespa.
Nah, that's pretty cool.
This is the Princess Vespa motorcycle.
He wants to do the Len
Maybe that's why I
song.
like it, because I love Spaceballs
Steal
too.
my sunshine.
Yeah, I need a bunch of people on hover scooters so we can
I
zip
was
back and
lying
forth
on the
and sing.
grass. There was 2 suns on Tatooine. Me and my sister making out.
My dad said, "Come and rule with me."
Dude, if you watch that video, they are as incestual as some Skywalker shit.
They're siblings?
Brother
I
and
don't know,
sister.
But you know that
I thought they were.
the rest of that album does not sound anything like that.
Oh, I know,
it's all
they're
like
very-
b-boy hip hop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty. Actually,
yeah,
the rest
they're
of that
brother and
album is pretty
sister.
great. Well, they are from like fucking Norway or something. And I just
Tatooine.
assume that blondes have sex with their siblings because I've seen Game of Thrones.
Have
So
This is
like
not
Norway
to all blondes
or
out
Sweden
there.
or wherever
They
they're
have dark
from.
hair. Anyway, I
they're
thought she
not-
was white and he was not.
This is cut all this, Derek. It's a fucking disaster.
It's
You're a
a-
disaster.
we can't talk about blondes fucking their siblings, dude. We just lost the blonde market.
I know, right?
I know we just lost 8% of our listeners.
We can't afford to lose that.
Look at the sky! Look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's...
Geeks with beards.
Do you like action? How about a little comedy? Join the Geeks with Beards podcast. When I ask the question, why do people like Magneto?
What the beep?
We cover all the eras. Golden, silver, bronze, and modern.
Then you need to check out the Geeks with Beard podcast. Available on all streaming sites right now. Geeks with Beards.
If you really enjoy listening to Bad Movies, Worst People, just so you know, we do have Patreon. We have 2 different tiers.
That's right. Patreon.com/worstpeople. We have a $3 tier where you get early access to Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars podcast. You get a monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes that are no longer available on the main feed. Plus, you get our monthly mental health episode.
Which we need.
And we do. And there's also a $5 tier where you get all of that content. Plus, you get ad-free episodes from the main feed. And you get access to Latchkey Vids, which is our recap show about forgotten or never known television shows from the 90s, like Cop Rock.
Too soon, man. It was just too early. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So check out patreon.com/worstpeople. Help support this crazy endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you.
So another ship comes zipping into the atmosphere. The tension here on their little talk is broken. He's like, time to go. Runs up,
Yeah,
tries to grab
You're not
the
my
kid.
enemy anymore. This is my enemy now.
Yeah, because this is an Imperial troop dropper.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that we had to find a way to get the jetpack off. That's Boba Fett's thing. He's like, everyone calm down. She's going to lower her gun when you lower your jetpack. And he does. And at first I was like, why is that Boba Fett's concern is the jetpack, not the gun? Here's why.
Yeah, that's the main thing that bothered me in this episode. It's really the only thing. Because
Yeah.
he starts with, like, we all need to lower our weapons.
Okay.
And then when he says, she'll put down her gun when you put down your jetpack. And I'm like, his jetpack doesn't have a rocket on it like yours, so it's not a
Right.
weapon.
Yeah, what are we doing here? What's your concern with it?
It's story convenience is all it is.
And that's all that it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
I was like, is he with Moff Gideon then?
I mean,
Because
his
the
backpack-
rocket, you can see the rockets. It's not like it's an internal one. When it's loaded, it sticks up.
I mean, I guess with the backpack, jetpack, I say backpack because I always think of the MC Chris song. My backpack's got jets, but his jetpack could help him with his fighting, I guess, too.
Sure.
Because Boba Fett doesn't know how trained he is with it. He can pretty much still use it to just fly. But you can use it for maneuvers and
Oh, you fly up in the air and just drop bombs down.
yeah, or you just
Like-
grab Fennec and fly her up in the air and drop her down.
There you go.
I mean,
The
I'll drop her
go-to
down
Mando
on my
move.
face. What?
What? You're gonna
What?
drop her on your face?
Yeah?
I'll watch
That's what I heard.
That's what I said.
Yeah, he runs up to get the kid. Of course, he can't get in. And then a lot of the rest of this episode is just action. I have notes about it, but we're not going to go through step by step. But like,
Oh, I got notes in my brain about how fucking delightfully brutal this is.
oh yeah, dude, Fennec Shand is up on the top just picking off these fucking stormtroopers who are running up the hill. I do appreciate the wide shot of like the large group coming up, because you see her just bam, 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 taking these dudes out, and you're like, okay, well, there's not really a concern. But when they cut to the wide shot and there's like 12 dudes coming up, and like she's picking these guys off,
She
but
gives
then
us-
behind
she's
them
like,
there's more coming. Yeah,
She even gives like a sigh, like, dude, I'm trying, like I'm doing it.
you're
She's
doing it
even
with a
doing,
50
like,
cal sniper rifle, not with a
And-
fucking machine gun.
Anybody that plays
Also,
video games will understand
this-
that she does a 360 no scope.
This I understood that. This Gatling gun,
Oh
E-Web.
yeah, they set up the is it E-Web?
is it still
okay.
lasers or is it actual like
No, it's still lasers.
it's still pew pews?
and I really
not bang
appreciate that.
bangs?
Like,
One day,
real-
I would love to break down what the actual gun types are, because this is more of an ordnance than it is a laser, but it's a whole thing we have to get into with slugs
Okay.
and
all I
whatnot.
know is we see red coming out of the gun, so I assume
Yeah.
it's a laser. But like during this whole thing, right before while they're setting up the E-Web, I wrote down E11. That's a little tiny one, right? That's the one you got behind you.
Yeah.
right.
No.
oh, and
it's
then their
over
mortar
here.
launcher.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the guy with
I
the
appreciate the
mortars.
mortar launcher, because it's like that's a physical ammunition.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really cool to see.
But I love her. Like, she's hard killing a bunch of these dudes when they start getting up to her. Like, the one dude, she like hits him. He bounces off one rock onto another rock onto the
yeah.
ground.
That's that Bobby Rod.
One of the other dudes does the face plant that we talked about way back when Mando met Cara Dune, and she takes him out, and he like falls on his face and his body folds.
Oh, yeah.
Except for in this case, that guy isn't getting back up.
No.
Like, this dude does a full face fall, and his body folds in half like a
Scorpion?
scorpion.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you feel the back of your heels touch your head? It's not
You're
supposed to
dead.
do that.
And then some of these other ones. Oh no, I think that's actually Boba Fett, not her doing this, because he's doing the physical fighting. He's
So
got the
Boba
Yeah.
Fett,
gaffy stick.
Boba Fett
Oh
is
yeah, he's
still
got
right
the
now.
like
Gaffy
sorry.
stick.
He's
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
what?
Gaffy stick.
Gaffy stick.
Yep.
I fucking love it.
But it is him doing it, because there's also the ones where he's just straight up smashing the fucking armor.
So
off
he's
their
in
faces.
he's in his robes right now with a gaffy stick, and it's what this is showing me is A, how strong he is and how brutal
Yeah.
he can be, and B, how cheap their armor is when it comes down to it, because he is wrecking them. Like fucking much like the armorer. Shit's just flying off their fucking helmets as he's hitting them.
Well, because the gaffy stick is a weapon that he adopted from the Tusken Raiders, which is something
That's right.
That's
we'll
the best.
find out
That's
in
the best episode of Boba Fett, and I think
It's
we
not
can
even
both
close.
agree on that.
Second episode is the best fucking episode. It makes me
It's-
emotionally rock hard.
It's the one that everybody has to agree on. I feel like, if there's people
Yeah.
who don't, you're wrong. But
Even if you don't like Boba Fett the series, which I won't ever try and sway you, you gotta like that episode. I will try and sway you.
he gets it from living with
Make
them and learning how to fight with them and doing all that. So, but the fact that the Tusken Raiders, who are looked down on by everybody else because they're primitive, his weapon can literally smash the armor off their faces and break it into a million pieces,
Yep.
means that their shit is cheap as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool. And so then he kind of sees like his opening. He's like, fuck, dude, there's another drop ship coming in, which means there's whatever we just killed, there's that many more. I'm going to go over to the Razor Crest and I'm going to put my suit of armor on.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how happy I am to see some of the things that we've only seen in the visual dictionary be utilized in the screen.
That was one of the things I read in the trivia, because again, I didn't read comic books or anything, but even in cartoons, it hasn't been. A lot of these weapons haven't been utilized.
Knee darts.
It's stuff that's been in
Right? That
books
thing
only.
was fucking
Knee
dope.
darts, the missile, which we did see
Django.
Cobb Vanth use,
Oh, yeah. We saw Django use it too.
but it's specifically talking about, like, because this is the first time Tamora Morrison has worn the Boba Fett armor as Boba Fett in live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the first time that any of this stuff is used by Boba Fett, who it's known for in live action. So the missile, the knee darts, he's got like a dual blaster thing on his wrist.
Dude, when there's somebody that he uppercuts and does like the what's the Spider-Man Shocker? It's like Spider-Man's villain Shocker in the live action.
Yeah.
He does this thing where it's like he punches and then another energy blast just launches that guy. Should have cued Wilhelm scream. Just saying.
I have it
you.
in my notes as Punch Blast. So
Punch
yeah.
Blast. Punch Blast is great, dude.
That's
It's
new
this is
sex
where
tape.
it's
What's the movie we talked about or maybe watched where a guy has a gun?
Inglorious Bastards.
Okay, yes.
Which is
So
a
we
real
just talked
weapon
about it.
developed by the SAS in World War II. There was maybe only 100 made.
It's like a gun.
Whitney's about
brass
to watch a
knuckles.
movie about the SAS, and she doesn't know it yet.
Well, I've got Inglourious
coming over on
Bastards right up
Saturday?
here somewhere. So
Well, this is a real historical movie, not
wait,
historical.
Inglourious Bastards isn't?
They didn't actually kill Hitler. I'm sad. But I
Man,
do want my 100 Nazi
I went
scalps.
I went to school in Arizona. I didn't learn anything about actual history.
You know, it's funny. Me neither until I was about fucking 30 years old. And I was like, whiskey and documentaries is a good night.
I'm still like, am I coming over on Saturday?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
But yeah, one of the mortar blasts like knocks this boulder loose that Fennec Shand is using for cover, so she pushes that down. And I love this dude.
In
trying to,
Swedish,
like,
it would actually be ein Slein.
and I like this guy trying to. He's like, I'm not going to abandon this gun because guy with red shoulder will be pissed.
Yeah.
Because he's like the lead guy or whatever.
He also is just like,
he's
get up there. Go
he's
up.
trying to blast this boulder away like it's a video game. Like he's
So-
like, I can get it before it comes down the hill.
I like the idea until it's really close to you. Like when it's coming down the mountain, sure, give it a shot. But when your ammo guy or your spotter,
for
whatever he
troopers, dude.
is, like when he leaves, you fucking leave, dude.
Dive.
Yeah.
But stormtroopers aren't that smart, as we
No.
learned throughout all these.
Well, they're also very scared. Like you said, like, oh, fucking orange pauldron guy's going to be really upset with me, which means so-and-so's upset with me, which means eventually Vader chokes me out. Like, long story short.
Yeah.
Or whatever this remnant does. Like, I know Kylo's not a thing yet, but there is... Well, shit, I guess Snoke is in the outer rim. There's no Force leader yet.
Well, is Snoke there, or is that still a reject from them trying to get Grogu's goop to give to the Emperor?
I think that it wants us to think it's goop goo, grow goop. I think they want us to think that it's Snoke, but I think we're going to find out later that Moff Gideon's trying for himself.
Oh,
okay.
that makes sense.
Well, later
Because when I
being
first
maybe
when
in
I
the
first
movie.
watched this, I was like, it's Snoke. It's the failed clones of the Emperor. That's what it's trying to explain. But then when season 3 comes along and we see what actually happens, jumping way ahead, by the way, then I'm like,
that's the one I remember the
oh.
least.
right?
Which
I've only watched
you
season
should.
3 once. So
3 is a fine thing. It's just coming off of what this first and second season are of this show. 3 is a fucking wet fart, but I
Well,
still
and
like it.
3, from what I remember, suffers from a lot of the stuff. It's
Kathleen Kennedy.
It's the Kathleen Kennedy stuff of like you have to have Grogu even though he wasn't
Yep.
supposed to be there anymore, and then also trying to weave in Rangers of the New Republic stuff because they aren't going to get that show now. Even
Yes.
though just do the show with somebody that's not fucking Cara Dune. But
Absolutely. Hey, you know who I fucking love? The Asian dude that plays Carson Teva.
Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
Give him a fucking show, you cowards.
When it was supposed to be him and her, so like take him and just
She
pair him
got
up with
murdered.
someone else.
Yeah.
She got murdered. We had to replace her.
Yeah.
Fucking.
She
you know
died
who would be
heroically.
game? You know who
Yes,
would
there
probably
you go.
be game?
Danny DeVito.
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, God, yes.
Have
Give me-
fucking
I'm
fucking
wet.
Carson Teva and I just said his name earlier. But
Cobb
I don't
Vanth.
remember. Cobb Vanth running around doing New Republic stuff.
I'm in.
Like you already rescued your town from the crate dragon. They're good to go.
That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of
It's
10.
an 11 out of 11.
That's the floppy finger on her hand for those who can't see.
Or for those that listen to
Yeah,
Bad
no, you're
Movies
right
First
though. It's
People.
when we talk about season 3, that's what's going to be brought up, is the cooks in the kitchen.
But Fennec gets cornered. Mando comes in, or no, Boba Fett comes in. Sorry, Boba Fett comes in with the detonator drop down. Or Mando's there also. Mando comes in with the whistling birds.
Yes, he's backing up
do-
Fennec Shand. He's doing he's taking a brunt of these shots, by the way.
Well, they do the back-to-back fucking Bad Boys thing.
Oh, yeah.
But they're still getting overwhelmed, and then the detonator drops in and blows a bunch of these guys away, and we get full-on Boba Fett for the
it's
first
so
time in
fucking
live
good.
action as Tamora Morrison, of course. Not
Yes.
obviously we've seen Boba Fett,
But it's also some of the most Boba Fett we've gotten, because what people don't remember is that between episode 5 and 6, he has minutes of screen time. And some of that's him dying. You know what I mean? So we
That's
never really
what-
saw. We don't see Boba Fett being a giant badass. Sorry, Whitney, go ahead.
No, you're good. One of my friends, Benji, you guys know him.
Yeah, I know
He
Benji.
was like, he loves Boba Fett. He
It's
was
my
like, some of
favorite
these
character.
people love Boba Fett, but he literally has a total of 2 minutes and 20 seconds of screen time.
I just Googled it because I wasn't sure. 4 lines of dialogue, 6.5 minutes of screen time
There
in
you
the
go.
original trilogy.
Between 2 movies. And one of those lines, by the way, is ripped right from Princess Bride, As You Wish. Princess Bride.
So yeah, it's just crazy that this is. So when was Empire 79?
77 and then to
80.
79, or no, 77, 80, 83, right?
So
It's every 3 years.
So 90, 2000. So this is 40 years later, and he's still like this character that people have all this stuff built up around. For 40 years, you've seen 6.5 minutes of this motherfucker. Let's call it 9.5 minutes if you saw the holiday special.
Yeah. Which you didn't. You fucking didn't, you cowards. Because you're scared of it.
Guess who did? This bitch.
I
did.
embrace this shit. I can't wait for it to be cold again. We're watching that shit.
So the bad guys retreat. He does target with his little missile, blows up one of these fucking cruisers in the air.
Hit the correct one in my mind.
No, but
In
they
his-
show
or
they
in
show
yours,
the
not his.
targeting computer. He does because he hits the one and very what's the movie with Yul Brynner and like the Magnificent Seven, the big one with like all those guys. There's a line from that where one of the guys shoots somebody and somebody's like, "Oh, nice shot," and he's like, "Yeah, I was aiming for the horse." That's exactly what this is, because he shoots and hits one of the cruisers, takes
out the other.
It is the one with more dudes in it, by the way.
It also takes down the other one.
Yeah, both
But-
cruisers go down.
But he hits the first one, and they're like, "Good shot." And he's like, "Yeah, I was aiming for the other one." In his targeting computer, you see him aiming for the other one when they show the targeting viewpoint. So I recently watched Magnificent Seven for the first time in a long time, so that's why I'm like, it was in my head. But I'm sure it's a
I don't
reference
know if I've ever
to.
seen it.
Oh, it's
good.
fucking great.
Very good. One of the best.
Then
Westerns.
watch Seven Samurai.
Not the hotels.
It's the best. It's a best Western, but you don't want to stay there.
It's a best Western without a continental breakfast.
A lot less bed bugs.
But yes,
Fair
he does
trade-off.
take out both of them, and then suddenly this fucking barrage comes from the atmosphere. The Razor Crest is lit the fuck up, which we see behind Boba Fett in this picture. Also,
It's a
it's the
shame.
background. It's the background of our episode, the concept art of the Razor Crest being just
It's
obliterated.
such a shame because the beginning of this episode, like you said, started in the Razor Crest, and it was looking so fresh. It was looking so fine. It was looking so fixed. They went to Dave Navarro and his pierced nipples, and they fixed up his ship, and it was fire. And this thing was flying. Derek, let me have a moment because it's a fucking space van, and I need this. This thing finally got a tune up, and you blew it up, you maniacs!
Mando is so sad. Like over the course of 14 episodes,
I'm sad.
He has spent probably about 500,000 credits getting this thing fixed and repaired and then
to
fixed
limp
and
along
repaired.
sometimes.
He's used up like 300 credits worth of duct tape to get it off that spider planet. Like just
It's not called duct tape, it's called Minoc tape.
And at this point it is just it's Loth Duck, by the way, but it is just obliterated. Like there's no remnants to come back from.
No.
There's two remnants.
He found the shifter ball though.
There's two remnants, the shifter ball, and of course the Beskar spear made it.
Yeah.
So the Beskar spear is made of Beskar. That shifter nub must be too. He went to the armorer. He's like, look, I know I need like a new pauldron or whatever. Like, before
Can I get
he
an
got all his
8-ball
armor, he's like,
shifter?
can I get like a little shifter? Can you make it a skull? And can you put LEDs in the eyes so that when I shift,
drop it,
like lights up?
Dude, somebody needs to watch Armageddon, and it shows.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I wonder what his plan was here, because he's just he's the most friend zone cool guy ever. He's like, well, thanks, job's done, your armor's yours, leave me here. And they're like,
right.
no,
Like,
we're
I'll
gonna
see you
help you.
later.
What was your plan, dude? To wish your way off this planet?
Well, at this
Yes.
point, he's like, I'll figure it out, I guess, because he's not even like, because their thing is like, well, let's talk about, before we get to the end, we have to talk about the Death Troopers.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Oh, and I have a really cool shot I want to show. So when
Are you
Boba
talking
Fett
about
comes
the
in,
dog gimp suit boys?
yeah, but right before that, when Boba Fett comes in and starts murking all these fucking dudes and saves them, this last one where he's not even looking, he just blasts this dude.
That's a
Perfect
cool
screenshot.
shot.
Yeah, you did a
It's a
fantastic
cool
job on
fucking
that.
shot, dude.
This dude's
Look at the
coming
dead.
him,
Look
he
at
doesn't
all
even-
the. Go back. Look at all the fucking just laid out stormtroopers. I mean, we see 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, look at
four.
Fennec and Mando in the back.
5.
Well, I mean,
5 are
5.
down.
He's standing up.
No.
No, 1, 2,
There's
3.
one- in
Oh,
the
I
front
see it. I see it.
foreground.
I see it. I thought it
Yeah.
was just one sprawled out guy.
One cut in half.
Well, I see the upper half and the lower half. Yeah, it's just fucking just dealing death.
But yeah, then Moff Gideon sends in the Death Troopers, who my wife so graciously pointed out look like they're wearing gimp masks that are modeled
Wait,
after a
hold
dog.
on a second. Isn't it Dark Troopers?
Dark Troopers. Sorry.
Yes.
Death Troopers are the humans that are in the black
AKA
armor.
Purge Troopers.
Yes. Sorry. Dark Troopers.
Which is confusing because these guys you would think would be Death Troopers.
Well,
Yeah?
you think I'd remember because my fucking username is Dirk Trooper.
I don't expect you to remember. It's Star Wars.
I literally typed that in when we started.
Yeah, that was an hour ago. That was an hour ago.
But yeah, they come in. The baby has passed out. Grogu has passed out. He wakes up and he's like, "The fuck's going on here?" And he just gets snatched up. They zip away with
Dude,
him.
they don't even wait. They just like, got him, go.
Yep. Well, they're robots.
They have a purpose. They started not as robots, which there's a theory going on that one hybrid, one version of these troopers, because there are versions. This is the final form of them, because the flaw was the humans. There's a theory that there's hybrids of human robots that were just Empire, like Dr. Mengele kind of experiments.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some Nazi shit.
Of course.
But Boba jumps in the Slave One, chases him down, but Mando's like, "No,
Slave.
don't hurt the kid." And he gets up there and he sees the ship and he's like, "Holy fuck, dude! The Empire's back." And
They're
Fennec's
not
like,
back.
"Nah, no way. This isn't a spy. Wait, hold on. My Boba Fett dance moves. This isn't a spy stream. I see it with my own eyes."
I'll see if I not. You want to see what I wore to the fucking last time the Empire was here?
You like how I said my Boba Fett dance moves, which isn't the quote.
But it got you there.
It definitely got
Boba
him there.
Fett, Boba Fett.
Want to see
I
my
always have to
Boba
go,
Fett death
Michael
moves?
Jackson.
I mean, I think again of Boba Fett dance moves because of the fan made video for the MC Chris song about
Insert here,
Boba
I'm just
Fett.
kidding.
Because what was the game? Was it on Knights of the Old Republic or whatever, where you could program in characters doing dances, and there's a whole thing in that video. You know what? Watch the episode, Jack. I'll put in a clip of it. It's Boba Fett doing a dance, and it's
Oh,
wonderful.
you are gonna
clip right
insert?
here, please.
Yeah, why
I
not?
totally said it. I was all, insert clip here.
Oh. But yeah, it's not a spice stream because he knows little about spice streams. He's been living on Tatooine. So yeah, he lets them get away because they don't want to hurt Grogu. And then we get to Mando sifting through the wreckage, finding the shifter knob and the spear. Boba shows him the chain code. But Boba Fett at this point is like, "No, we made you a promise. We're not going to leave you here."
You and the child had to be safe. That was our
Yeah.
fucking deal. Maybe I'm not a Mandalorian, but I got a fucking code of honor, man. Like, you know, maybe I'm just a clone of a Mandalorian, but this is my thing. Especially now with his new lease on life, which we'll figure out during Boba Fett that he's a whole new person. But he's just like, I'm doing this. I'm going to make sure you and the baby, you're fucking good to go.
we'll talk about it more when we talk about Boba Fett, but that was something that a lot of people disliked, was that we didn't get like murder Boba Fett. But I appreciate them trying to grow the character.
It was too much too quick. Make your character grow, but don't.
I mean, because
make him
the
Grogu.
Mandalorian TV show, the first season especially, is the Boba Fett show. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's what people wanted, and I'm like, well, they can't just do that again, because all these people complained about Boba Fett not being Boba Fett, but if they had just done the Boba Fett those people wanted, then they would have been like, well, I already saw this. It was Mando season 1.
100%.
As we've said many times throughout this podcast,
You can't make everybody happy.
Well, nobody hates Star Wars more than a Star Wars fan.
That's
Yep.
true.
This is the worst franchise ever. I love it.
So he heads off, talks to Marshal Cara Dune. He's looking for Mayfield because he needs him to help spring. He needs to spring him to help locate Moff Gideon.
How am I
get
going
the
to find
kid.
him? He's the only guy in Star Wars with a Boston accent. Look that up in your database.
I like what first she's like, I can't let you do this because he killed a New Republic officer.
The
and he did
child
this
is
stuff.
in danger.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
like, I have rules, and he's like, they have the kid, and she goes, all right then, here's all your information.
Fuck them rules.
So someone in the IMDb trivia, probably the same guy who knew how to count to 2 in 4 different fake languages, did give us something. I mean, it's information. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm going to give it to you right now, Jack, because we talked about the 4 dudes who attacked Mando in Chapter 10.
Yeah.
Apparently on her screen, it identifies all of them, and it's all in Arabash, but somebody translated it. So we have the little guy that I was calling the Battle Jawa is Gapgrin Dozito.
Okay.
The human with goggles is Biran Redbin. The human with a helmet is Avrak Kafundi. And the Nikto is Meduelo D.
So what I heard was Larry, Curly, Mo, and Shep.
Yep,
Yes.
that's what I heard.
Shemp is the Battle
Shemp.
Jawa.
No, that's cool. That's cool because I mean they put it on the screen. That's
But that-
cooler than
but-
knowing how to do 1 and 2 in each language.
But
Yes.
that kind of answers our question from that episode too about whether they were bounty guild or not. They might not have actually be guild because they are wanted in the system that Cara Dune is looking at now.
I think they're just pirates on that
Yeah,
because they were on Navarro when that happened.
That was on. Was it on Tatooine or it was on another planet?
Okay, it wasn't
I
Navarro.
don't think it wasn't Navarro because he was in
but
the
either way,
desert,
it's her
not in Lava
system. It's under
Flats.
her jurisdiction.
Yeah,
allegedly.
because and this also answers the question about the star that Carson Teva gave her, because she points to the star and she's like, these stripes mean I have rules to follow. So it is an official like New Republic martial badge.
Yeah.
Which is what we assumed, but it's answered here.
Good to get confirmation.
Yes.
I do love, and I've got a clip that we can talk through that'll come up here.
Okay.
I know what your
I
clip
love. Oh, you do. And
I
I did
know
a
what
little
your
bit of
clip
editing
is.
to shorten it. I made sure to do Star Wars wipes for the edits, so don't worry, it'll feel right. But we go to Moff Gideon's ship, and he enters in to see Grogu just tossing these fucking stormtroopers around this prison cell.
I mean,
And-
he's just he doesn't even know his own strength. He's just like, get out of here. You here,
This is
you
my
here.
favorite one. Grab these 2 dudes.
Wait.
Gideon's
don't
like,
do
hold
anything.
on, this is gonna
Yeah.
be funny, and just fucking whammo. Oh,
He-
that was a little early. Boom! Right.
He
into
knows
each
it's
other.
going to be funny, but he also knows now you're tired.
Also, maybe they can use him if they're letting him use his angry abilities.
Well,
feed on that
no,
anger.
Gideon
Come to the
knows-
dark side.
That could be part of it. Gideon's not Sith. He just knows that it makes him tired.
Yeah.
So this will make him easier to imprison because
Yeah,
Exactly.
but they also, like,
the droids,
him.
the dark troopers grabbed him when he was just waking up from using the Force.
Yeah.
So they were able to get him there. He's got a little bit of rest. So now they're like, well, we want to cuff him in the tiniest, most adorable handcuffs that have ever existed.
Pretty
so
true.
we need to let him
it's
wear
like little
himself
thumb
out.
cuffs.
We need to let him wear himself out
Thumb
by
cuffs is better
hucking
than
these motherfuckers around.
Finger cuffs.
Hold on. By hucking these motherfuckers around.
Hold
the
on.
cell.
Yeah. Let me give you a Moff Gideon. Hold on. And what?
Just wham! Oh, it's fucking great.
Yeah, but I think he does it. Yes, he's a little entertained, but he's also like, man, he's gonna fall asleep, and we can just go strap him up with his little finger cuffs.
And like every other Imperial, he doesn't give a shit about his stormtroopers.
We saw how
He's
he was sending him in to fucking meet their demise with Fennec Shand.
Yeah, exactly.
He
doesn't
more.
Like Grogu is woozy, and he's like, "Hey, little baby, you ever seen one of these?" And whips out his big black saber.
Woo!
Oh, BBS.
Here's your
Yeah.
sign.
Have a seat. Have a seat, sir. But have you ever seen one of these? Ever since your training or whatever, has
Which,
them.
my
and
brain's
Grogu
like,
does try to take it from him.
my brain's like, he's never seen a dark saber.
He's like shiny.
This is the only one that's ever existed.
I appreciate too because this is the first time we really got because we've seen it before, but we saw
shape.
it cutting out of the ship, and then we saw it again with music when he had when he's standing on top of his ship. This is the first time we get the sound of it, and it's not the
It's like
that we're used to.
It's
a much deeper, almost absence of sound.
Ooh,
really-
the
And
it's
deafening sound.
the shape of it too. Like it's a true ass, like, I don't know, blade, not just a stick of glow.
Yeah. I love the way they handled it. It's just like instead of trying to make it glow black, which would just look like a UV light, it's got the white light and it's got the black in the middle. And I know it's been on the cartoon, so I'm sure that's how it looks. But just seeing it, especially in live action, it looks surreal and it looks like it doesn't belong there, but not in a bad way, not like bad CG.
Yeah, it looks unique.
It looks like it shouldn't be there because it's probably not the greatest thing that should be around.
Or is it?
How do you get a dark blade?
This is the only one that's ever existed because it was made by definitely the first Mandalorian Jedi, and if not the only, one of the very few.
Okay.
And we talked about it on another episode. It's like it changes shape and size based on who is wielding it,
Or
or
density.
at least size, density and size. So like,
Not
if,
shape.
if
I don't think it ever
Grogu-
changes shape, but size and density.
If Grogu got his hands on it, it would be smaller. It would still be as strong, but it would be something you could handle. So whoever is possessing it can handle it, or not necessarily, because we see Mando not being able to handle it. But once you're trained and you're attuned to it,
Or that's also a non-force user.
yeah,
And yes, you need to learn it. It needs to learn you. We'll get to it. Never mind. I was gonna start quoting the armorer, but we'll get there.
But so send the
I'll be sure to
message
listen.
send the message to Dr. Pershing. We have our donor, and we have the itty bitty tiniest shackles in the world that are adorable and sad. And that's the end of the episode. So tune in next week, guys, when we'll be talking about Chapter 15, the penultimate episode of Season 2, The Believer, which is the return of Mayfield, Bill Burr. So it's the return of Boston.
Oh, fucking Boston.
And again, guys, please go follow us at Bad Movies Worst People, where you'll be able to get these episodes moving forward after Season 2 of The Mandalorian. We would really appreciate it. Just go follow it there now and start listening there now. It's fine. Whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever your preferred service is, it will be on Bad Movies Worst People, same release schedule, different channel. And then don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople, where at the $3 level, you can get all of these bad movies, or you can get all of these Han Took Shots first episodes early, ad-free, and uncut when we do the two-parters right there at patreon.com/worstpeople. Sometimes they just get released in batches of 3 or 4 in a week. So you could just burn through some if you want to.
That's what I do. I listen on Thursdays and I get everything.
So that's been it for this week. I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Whitney. Check out Bad Movies, Worst People.
Dake Ferrick.
Carabast.